Alright, I'm going to show you how to use Canva to design an Instagram post in the new format, which has turned from a square to a rectangle with a format ratio of 4:5. What does that mean, you say? Let me show you. Let's go ahead and open up Canva on your mobile app. So no PC today. Here in Canva, we can go ahead and see everything that is on here. It says what will you design today. At the very top here in the scroll, you have some options. Now, we want to make sure that we're going to use the correct format. So we can go ahead and select Instagram post. And if you don't have Instagram post in this carousel, then you can go in the title bar and simply type in Instagram post. Now, if you're like me and design a lot, you'll have all these options come up, but at the same time, you can filter all this out. So we are going to hit on the left side, we're going to hit the options. And for category, we're going to change it to Instagram post. And then for that, we're going to change the format by hitting Canva templates. And then we're going to hit the filter. And then we're going to see where it says 4:5. We're going to click on that and we're going to apply that. So now you'll see, once we click on the blank template, you can see recent designs that I've used. We can scroll to see if there's something that you like. If not, we can use the AI at the very top to go ahead and describe what we want. So we'll just go ahead and put real estate. And what we'll do is we're going to create a for sale flyer. So we'll pick something very simple for the sake of time. And I think that first one will work. So we'll just pick the first page. So here we are, we have a template. So what we need to do is make it our own. The title is great because it says for sale, but the picture and maybe the color can be changed. So one of the things I like to do is that I am going to promote a listing. So I will open up my KV Core in the mobile. And in KV Core, we can go to listings down on the bottom, click on listings. And right now I have every listing that's in KV Core. So we need to filter out these results. So I'm going to click filter on the top right. And then on this filter listings, I'm going to select agency listings. And then in order for me to get results, I have to either add an area or draw on the map. Now, my experience, I like to draw on the map because I get more results versus fine-tuning by area. I will open up draw on map and the map opens up. So now I'm using 2 fingers to zoom in, and I will zoom into the Tampa Bay area. I'll click on the very top, start drawing. Now I can just touch my screen and start to draw. There's my first line. And as I click on here, you'll see that it's highlighting those areas. So I had a little bit of a lag, so let me stop drawing and then we can start drawing again. And then once you're done, you can hit finish. If you don't like the area and I'm not satisfied with that one, I'm going to clear it. And then I'll stop the drawing, then I'll start the drawing again. And then I'm going to click a broader area. So I'll just click and I'll click again. I'll click one more time. And now I got a triangle. So I'll click and I'll keep clicking. I'll hit finish. And then I'll use that area. I'll hit update results on the bottom corner there. And now these are our agency listings that was within that shaded area on the map. So for this one, I want to use a listing that has nice pictures. So actually this listing will work. So what we'll do is we can copy this image. So I'll hit copy. And if you don't have a copy function on your mobile smartphone, then you can take a screenshot and then just crop it and then copy it that way. So now I'm back at Canva. I'm going to change these photos out. I'm going to click on the image, and what we'll do is, oh, that is one complete image. So we're just going to, let's undo that, click inside that image, delete image. And then what we'll do is that we'll paste by clicking on the screen, and then you'll see copy style, paste. That's what I want. I'm going to click paste. All right, so we actually clicked on the wrong thing there. All right, so that is not working. We're going to save it to photos, and then we're going to click. We'll go into our camera roll, and then we'll pick that image and add it to the page. And then what we gotta do is slide it, and it'll absorb into that space. So we want some more images, so we can copy that way as well. Done. And then I'm gonna save that to my photos, and then we'll get one more image, and then we'll just crop that image one more time, and then we'll go to our camera roll, and then we'll select the pictures that we want. So there's two ways to do it. There's multiple ways of doing this, whatever works for you. And there we go. We have a for sale flyer. Right now we got to change some details because this is not a 2-bedroom. So we'll go back to the listing, get some information. Is a 3.2 and the square footage is 1717. So we could just write something very simple. This beautiful, and we want to describe this beautiful home, this beautiful 3-bedroom, 2-bath is now available. So you guys can get as creative as you want there. This is just something very simple, and I'm just gonna make some tweaks to this. I like some of my stuff just a little bit more centered, so if I can change that out. And then we can always edit our text by hitting edit in the bottom there, and we have some more options here. We can change the text style, we could change the format, the alignment. And if you're not familiar with those tools, I invite you just spend some time in here in Canva and just play around with some of those settings. Again, I'm gonna click on the text box. I'm gonna hit in the bottom left corner edit, and I can go through all of this, but right now I am clicking on the alignment. So left, middle, and the right adjustment. This is called a justification. So what I'm doing with the text is that I'm aligning it either to the left, middle, or right. And for the bottom text, I'm adjusting to the right because we have that tag hanging from the for sale sign. So we wanted to make it a little bit more cleaner. And then we can click on the background, and then we can change that color. So we got our brand colors for HomeTrust is there. We can go dark if we want to as well. If you have a favorite color that you want to use, you can go ahead and do that. And just so you know that Canva does have gradients. Let me see if it'll show up here. So we got some gradients that we can use here if we wanted to be a little bit more creative. And we can change that gradient. If we can change the way that gradient looks by clicking on the plus sign, which is the color wheel, and then we can change those colors to any combination. We can also change the style. So we can have it dark on the edges and bright in the middle like a circle, or we can have it coming off the corner, not like this. And you can also change the actual color. So now it matches more or less that door that's in the middle. It ties everything together. And now we have a flyer. What's missing now is just our logo, and we can X out of that. And then I already have it assigned to my brand, but if you don't, you can have it in your uploads. You can have it in your camera roll. I already have a brand, so we're just going to add the HomeTrust logo, and we can just put that somewhere where it makes sense. I'm not gonna spend too much time on that. So there you have it. We have for sale this beautiful 3-bedroom, 2-bath, and then so we could just make that sound like it makes more sense. This beautiful 3-bedroom, 2-bath home. So this is all from the mobile. You can do this from anywhere. I prefer to design on the computer, have more space, more visibility, more control. This is more like touch, and it's a little bit more finicky, but it's possible, and you can get things done. So now we'll just bring that down just a little bit so it's not fighting with the tag there. So you get the idea. You can add a price to this. We can push this. I could be here for another hour pushing this and making this even better. But this is just to get you the idea of what you can use with your KV Core Bold Trail, which is now Bold Trail, and Canva. So we're done. Let's say we're done. We want to hit the button with the arrow down, and then it'll save it to my camera roll. So now I have an Instagram post, digital media. I'm gonna save that image. So it's saved to my camera roll. So now I can go to Instagram, and on our Instagram and our HomeTrust Realty group, now I can hit the plus sign in the middle, and then we have the for sale, and then we can hit next. Now in this post there's a lot missing. I think that we need an address, which could definitely go on this design, but this is just to give you an idea. We would write our caption, this home is for sale. You can go and do your description. You can copy some of the details of the home, put your details in there, You can tag or invite as a collaborator. So the difference between tagging and inviting a collaborator is when you tag somebody, it will notify that person that they have been tagged in a post if they allow it. Inviting a collaborator means that you're inviting the other person to actually, for it to post onto their account, onto their grid, their profile grid, or to their account, right? So instead of just being of a tag, it goes on just a little bit further, where this will actually post onto their account grid, to their wall, essentially. So we'll hit done, and then we'll just hit share. There's some things we could do here. We could add music if we wanted to. And then once you're done, you just hit share, and that's it. You have a 4 or 5 posts on Instagram, and that's how you get it done with Canva and Bold Trail and your mobile apps. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and if you want to learn more, just shoot me an email or text in WhatsApp and ask me what you guys are looking for. Maybe there's something that you don't know or are confused about Canva or any of the platforms that we use. Just reach out to me, and if you would like to see a tutorial in the next week, there's something that you would like covered, just let me know, and we'll definitely try to get that in the books. Till then, take care.